What is going on, Madden community? It is T Scouts Gaming back with another Road to the Super Bowl video. In this series, we are taking our team to the Super Bowl in head-to-head challenges or head-to-head series, and this is the kind of storyline of it. So, with no further ado, let's get right into the game as it is a little bit longer. We did keep it just to one game in this episode. And it does come all the way down to the end, which is super fun. It was an amazing gameplay, so let's just get right into it. So here are the top 3 players from each team. That is my team you are looking at. And then we do have our opponent having a very similar, the only different player of his top 3 is going to be that Frank Minfield. I also have that Bo Jackson. He is just not in my top 3. As we start, we do kick the ball first, which is always fun, and the opponent will call a fair catch. I do run two defenses here. I like to keep it to a dime set, which then my DBs will be out, and then if the opponent does come out in a lot of run formations, I like to switch it over to a 4-3, just because I do have the run-stopping defensive tackles, and I feel like I'm able to play the run a little bit better. Although my dime defense, they do play the run all right. They're more of a pass rush. And as we get our first interception of the game, seeing if we can get a little return, but we do kind of get it at the 32-yard line. We weren't able to bring it back too far, but that is a good start to us. That's why I like to come out on defense first, just being able to get that first stop, to kind of shift the momentum into our favor. And then I always run on my first drive just to see what defense he comes out, check his user, and get a feel for how I should start playing this game. And we do come out in a little pass formation, did a little check down route. I didn't have anything open downfield. And here, I thought I had him open. His defender did have some awareness and caught right up to it, causing an incompletion, which brings us to kick the first 3 points of the game, which isn't an extremely strong start, but it is nice to have the first points on the board as we did kick off first. So it puts us in that position where we already are up by a possession and we will get the ball at halftime. Next drive, the opponent puts together a lot of run plays. Bo Jackson breaks one here, but I did have a corner that can come and grab him, which was nice. It wasn't a touchdown, so we were able to put some work in on defense. And again, he comes out in a run, get that stop. I know that he thinks it's going to be a very run-heavy game for him, and those are the opponents in head-to-head that are a little bit harder to stop, as they do filter out running backs, and especially with Bo Jackson, he falls forwards for extra yards, which is kind of annoying, but I think it's more annoying because it doesn't happen to me as much. But as we are here, he does get a nice little pass play. He kind of dots me up, very tight coverage, so I was a little angry at that, as I would have gotten an incomplete passing animation, but that's all right. We're going to stay positive, and he does do a little check down route here, trying to make me cover that flat, which I believe we do get a few coverages on that flat and come back down. He comes back into that run formation, gets the first down. New set of downs for him. He's driving downfield very good. Again, I covered that flat that time, and I think that's why he does these check downs. He's not necessarily seen if anyone's open, but because I covered that flat, then he has this guy open again. That's just the way the game works, so he does a lot of out routes, and we're trying to get this goal line stop, as he did just make a huge conversion on that. And, 2nd down and 1. These are the plays that I really need to mess around with my defense, different formations. And then there's Bo Jackson falling forward as I do hit him in the backfield. Nothing you can do about that. The best thing to do is come back out on offense and hit him strong and see if you can score. Brandon Cooks with a nice little return out to the 28-yard line. Seeing what I can get on offense, as I think I went 3 and out last time. I did get the field goal to bring me to points first, but first play, incompletion to Darren Waller right up the seam. Next play, I am going to go to DK Metcalf and a 2-play drive. That's what I like to see. That route, he was kind of running on me. He wasn't going across the field, but he was doing a little out route. So I was going to see how his defense can put up with it, as he does bring a lot of that during this game. So this is going to be a very offensive-heavy game. Again, he does that check down route. And at this point, I'm giving him the check down route only because I don't want him to go over the top. on that check down, where he'd get a 40-yard catch, and possibly if there was a missed tackle or a broken tackle, he would have a touchdown. And then right there, I did cover it, and he got the play. He got that 30-yard gain, which is why I decided not to cover the check down route as much, or I'd switch to my safety that's covering that deep route. That way I'd be able to user it myself and play a little bit better than the computer could. Again, he's doing little check down routes, and I missed that tackle there, which brings him all the way downfield to the 6-yard line, or 6-yard line, or 8-yard line, I think. Yep. So again, right before halftime, he did get the ball first, so I will receive. So I will only be within a possession, not a touchdown, but just a possession. And right there, I thought that was going to be an interception and possibly a pick six, but it didn't give it to us. So we are going to play the run here. Bo Jackson again falls forward for 1 extra yard. They're on the 2-yard line, 3rd and goal. Trying to get this goal line stance here. And Bo Jackson gets into the touchdown, bringing him up by 4 going into like 16 seconds into half. I'm going to try and put a drive together. I do have 3 timeouts here, so I am able to maybe get some plays going, but and this is going to be my first play. We got 12 seconds left. Throw it up. Andre Johnson open, breaks a tackle, and I get him out of bounds. I have 6 seconds left to get into the field goal range or the end zone. I'm not really thinking with my play action here I can get a field goal. And then Brandon Cooks comes in with a deflection. However, he lands on the opponent and clock runs out as I'm 8 yards away from the touchdown. 3rd quarter here, first play of the game, a little run just to see if I can get his defense into more of a blitz or into a little bit different of a coverage. And I got DK Metcalf on the crossing route, get a little juke. Instead of actually juking, I do just kind of move the sticks a little bit more, run a little bit wider. I feel like it's a swifter, cleaner motion, and then he doesn't have to re-accelerate. He's already in that acceleration the whole time, so the AIs are able to miss, and then if he's not that good of a user at tackling, he can miss. So we did get a touchdown, puts us back up by 3 points. That was, again, 2 plays in, and we get the touchdown. I'm covering the flats right here, and he does throw another on-target pass to bring up 2nd and inches. I thought he was going to run, so I brought a little heat, and again, he does the check down. I am in my run defense still, and I think I just switched back to my passing defense. That check down route is going to hurt me this game, but I do put someone else in the hard flat, and then I keep him in the purple, flat zone. And again, my user, I was able to break that up, so it brings it up to a 3rd and 3. We're going to see what we can do, and Michael Vick overthrows his wide receiver for the first down. And again, on the run, inaccurate, overthrows him for that corner route. So I get the ball and turnover and downs. I'm on his side of the field, and I get sacked. First play, pushes me back a little bit, 2nd and 15. Coming out in the same formation as I think this can, I can get a deep ball there. And again, for some reason, my pass coverage isn't covering it. Try it one more time. In 3-man coverage, triple coverage right there, and it is incomplete. I decide to punt the ball to him. He gets a little return to the 31 to put him back on offense. And I'm playing that right here with the safety, covering that route because I know he wants to throw there. That's one of the only plays he's able to get yardage on, that and a little run when I'm in my dime coverage. But we did cover it. 2nd and 5, he got a little rush with Michael Vick. Again, he's throwing to the flats. Little check down passes for the yardage, which seemed to work for him. And I'd honestly rather give up those passes than a pass like this where he's able to make it the yardage. And again, he missed tackle, missed play on an AI user, and he gains the yardage he needs. This brings it into 4th quarter. I'm feeling he's going for that same little play, and he gets the touchdown. Easy little slant across the field, breaks the coverage and man coverage. So we are back on offense here, getting the kick return. Brandon Cooks does get laid out there, and I was a little worried for a fumble, but we were able to hold on to it. And, I don't like that animation. Russell Wilson, perfect pass. It is accurate. Wide receiver's there, but he just doesn't reach for it, doesn't do anything. And again, DK Metcalf, touchdown, puts me back up. I'd rather put him on offense, let him make the mistake, and see where I can, go from there. I think defense in this game is one of my favorite, sides of the ball. I love playing offense. I love getting the yardage. I love getting the cool plays. But defense, that's what's really going to make or break you. And because my defense is extremely strong, my play style is kind of a little bit less aggressive than a majority, but I'm able to make the plays that I need to. I think my defense holds up very well against, opponents that have a stronger offense. So, again, he's getting these little yardage. He just does need a field goal to tie it up. Throws to the check down route. Bo Jackson, again, reaching for extra yardage. Gets the first down there. Bringing it back in. And breaks a tackle, brings it back a little bit, which is nice. 2nd and 6. Last drive of the game. There's 2 minutes left in this. I'm hoping that I can either get a stop here, or if I do let him score, I get the ball back and I'm able to score quickly. 3rd and 1 here. Michael Vick under pressure, throws it away because he was still in the pocket. It was a intentional grounding. 4th and 14, pushes him back. This is his do or die right here. Minute 30 left. He needs to get this. He does have 3 timeouts, so if he was able to hold me, but again, fumbles within 2 minutes. If the same team picks up the fumble, you can't move the ball forward. My first drive, little run with Bo Jackson and chew clock. I get the touchdown, and the opponent quits. So that is going to be game number 5 of the Road to the Playoff series. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment of what you'd like to see in the next series, and what you would like to maybe new players or a new team scheme. Let me know. Peace.